Ha Giang Loop of northern Vietnam. Here we go.
I have no idea what I'm eating off the side of the road here, the 6-hour bus stop drive. Vietnam.
Yeah, I screamed like a bitch. There were all kinds of manner of creepy crawlies out here in the rural area of Ha Giang, and I had to contend with them as I made my way back to the room so that I could prepare for the next day. Happiness Road, also known as Ha Giang Loop. Workers first broke ground on the Ha Giang Loop on September 9th of 1959. 2 years later, President Ho Chi Minh named it Happiness Road, hoping it would live up to the lofty expectations the people of Ha Giang had that the road would bring vast improvements to their lives. The Ha Giang Loop is a rugged stretch of road connecting Ha Giang City with Meo Vác District, which belongs to the nation's northernmost province of Ha Giang. This road is the sole lifeline for many of the northern region's ethnic minority communities, including the Hmong people, which we will talk about later. In the 55 years since it was inaugurated in March of 1965, thousands of workers, including 14 young volunteers who died building the road, poured their blood, sweat, and dreams into the construction and maintenance of this vital artery in the rural north. The route measures a whopping 400 kilometers from start to finish. The final 20 kilometers traversing the magnificent Ma Pi Lang Peak took an additional 24 months. 30 young volunteers were assembled to complete the pass over Ma Pi Lang, all of whom risked their lives to make the initial carvings into the mountain so that other workers could later pave a functional road over the peak. These volunteers built the 20-kilometer pass suspended by ropes attached to rocky cliffs, chipping into the mountainside piece by piece using handheld tools. It took them 11 months, from September 1963 until August 1964, to chisel away a 0.4 meter wide path. From there, explosives and mines were used to expand the tiny walkway into a road. Win Man Thuy, Vice Chairman of the Provincial Former Youth Volunteers Association, recalled that each volunteer had been asked to take an oath at the beginning of each working day to pronounce their willingness to sacrifice their lives for the sake of their country, a risk so real that those in charge of the project had prepared 11 coffins just 2 kilometers from the construction site in case the cobweb of ropes strung along the cliffs as a safety net failed to do their job. Could you imagine if you had to go to work every day knowing that there was a coffin waiting for you? Have respect for these people and gratitude in your heart if you come to Ha Giang. This bewildering trip is only possible due to the sacrifices of many before, whose names you'll never know. Thao Nhok Pham was one of the unfortunate souls whose life was sacrificed for Happiness Road. On March 4th, 1965, Just 1 week before the road's inauguration, Pham lost his balance and fell off Ma Pi Lang while saving 2 Hmong ethnic locals, a father and son, from being crushed by a boulder. A monument to Pham and the other martyrs now stands solemnly along the stretch of road that runs past Pe Long commune in Meo Vác. A bit further down the road sits a museum that offers insight into the construction of the road. The monument, a towering sculpture made by volunteers holding hammers and wearing indigenous outfits, is a homage to those that sacrificed their lives, their youth, or both to transform Vietnam's far north. The winding route between Ha Giang and Meo Vác is lined with sacred temples and cultural and historical sites, most of which sit against the backdrop of the stunning UNESCO-recognized Dong Van Karst Plateau. Those who have traveled the length of Happiness Road describe the feeling of snaking a motorbike past the route's wonders: Twin Mountains in Quan Ba District, the bamboo and evergreen forest of Yen Men District, the Huang Family Palace in Dong Van District, the Ma Pi Lang Pass, the No Kiu River, and the Tusan Canyon is absolutely incomparable to anything in this world. The rocky landscape is all but chiseled into the blood of the people who live along the Ha Giang Loop. As the saying goes around here, they live on rocks and die buried in rocks. This was undeniably one of the most beautiful sights I have ever seen in my life, and definitely falls within my top 5, without question. The Hmong are an ethnic group of people with specific language and culture. The Hmong originally came from China. About 4,000 years of history there. Some Hmong, spelled H-M-O-N-G, left China to Vietnam, Laos, Thailand, and Burma, also known as Myanmar, beginning in the early 1800s as a result of land expansion by the Chinese government.
Hey everybody! Thank you for watching the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. And also, for the full featured version of this episode,